Right, good morning ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here, 9 AM on your busy swap back weeks. My name's Chris.
I'm Josh.
I'm Nikki.
I'm Lewis.
And today we're going to present our systems design diagrams to you. We'll start with Nikki, who will go through the design class diagram.
Yeah. To start off, our system is composed from those classes factory, the treatment manager, user manager, state report, and the terminal improvement used by the user.
Can you guys see that well enough, or do we need to zoom in?
I think it's alright.
And from a core system cycle, which are interconnected to support the user from the system achieve their export goals. And our system use a layer architecture to facilitate development and maintenance for the future. And we have conducted our system as a major design with each different module. There is an
Technical view.
It's crashed.
Start there again.
It's the TVs as well. It's not versus TVs.
Fantastic.
TVs have gone. You want to cover
Oh,
your
yeah,
arms?
yeah. That panel is not on the wall, so if it stops, you have to push it back.
Quality.
Excellent
with each
design.
different model, there is an individual controller and the interface. For example, the user manage and control the information of each registered user and will check for the required skill in which are suited for the treatment plans. And all controllers are responsible for different models. And there is no direct data interaction between the subsystem because which is beneficial for the future software development. And each class should have base scatter and setter, but which is ignored in the diagram. Usually the module, the motion in the controller will cause the getter and the setter in each class. However, if it's needed, we will include them in the actual assignment. And as for the Joe class, we assume that it will be external separate function that has been borrowed in. So instead within the diagram, design class diagram, only the API was used as the display.
Awesome, thank you, Nikki. So I'm just going to go through, we decided for treatment cases we're going to go with the sequence diagrams. So I'm going to start with going with case number 5, which kind of overviews our starting area plus then using our other two use cases in a little more detail. So we started with our user and that user loops through with the first request to the area controller. Essentially it just goes through it to make sure that the area is actually inside the areas that it covers, that is covered by the area coordinator. If it is not, it will loop through and check a boolean just to say whether it is or not, kind of adhering to one of the success conditions. The area controller then confirms with the system that it is there, it's receiving a boolean. Yeah, thank you, Chris. Once the area is confirmed, we use a function to get the site's reports, as you can see with the get treatment plan, and it will return the available plans. That's the wrong graph. That doesn't help me. Sorry guys, one second. Oh, I'm going to the actual thing. Fantastic. Sorry guys, bear with me. That's the one, you help have the right graph up. Okay, so yeah, it goes through first with the check area and we return a boolean to say yes or no. We then go through to the report section just to check, to get the site report for that area, because it's discussed that we need to get mosquitoes in that area, and that returns the site reports for everywhere. Then we actually get into the 05 case, which is create the treatment plan. We create our plan. We do this by setting a system. We send the system ID, the area ID that we've got in the first part, and that will return confirmation that it's been sent in and created. From there, we go through to the treatment action, and that action we've gone into more detail, but essentially we're going to send it the site type, the worker type, and the equipment type that we're going to need in order to actually fill our treatment plan. So we haven't technically finished completing it yet, but we'll get to that as we go through. So we go through and we actually send that information to the treatment action, and we start to get our worker by site type, date, time, and worker type, which hits it straight to the worker management section, which will auto update itself. So if we book, say myself, in the worker section, it'll send me a notification which will be dealt with later on, but it will then update my availability and return the available qualified workers to the area controller, which is a use case success principle. Once we've selected our worker, we send it to the treatment action, which then looks at getting our equipment for selection. We do that using the ID and quantity of what we're after, which again loops back into the updates to make sure the system knows that once that equipment is booked, it cannot be booked again. A assumption that we're making here is in the preconditions is that all the equipment and the people are available, so we don't have any break cases or loops to say if it's unavailable, then try again. The equipment is then confirmed and sent back to the treatment plan to actually update the plan to say here's what you've needed and what you've used, and then generates a message back to the area coordinator, confirming that the plan has been created. Yeah, I'll hand over to Lewis who will explain the next one.
Thank you. So, in this use case, the primary actor, who's the area coordinator, is going to schedule treatment actions for sites. In first, system will check if the area coordinator is responsible for the area. The system will return boolean as true or false to the AC, which is the area coordinator. If false, the system will inform AC as they are not responsible to the selected area. If true, the system will then proceed to treatment plan and return a list of available treatment plans. AC can then select the treatment plan they want by the treatment ID, and system will then return the treatment plan that AC has selected. After that, AC is going to create a treatment action in the selected treatment plan by schedule the action date and time, the type of site, the type of worker, as well as the type of equipment. And once the treatment action is being created, the system will get the workers by their location, which is the site type, their available date and time, and their worker type, which is professional volunteer. And then the system will select the qualified workers by site type, date time, and worker type. A confirmation will also be returned and update the treatment action. Same as selecting the action equipment. System will select the equipment by its ID and quantity, and then return the confirmation. At the end, once the treatment action has been created and finished, select worker and equipment. The system will send the confirmation back to the area coordinator. Josh.
Hey guys, I'll do number 8. I'll just, okay, never mind. Okay, so we start off with the, similar to the others, where we loop through the areas to check if the area is within the bounds of that area coordinator. So we then send off the treatment action to get the treatment action, and then we'll return the list of available treatment actions for that area. We'll then choose which one we want to do, and then from there we will try and choose, we'll get a list of the available workers from the worker management system. The worker management system will send back a list of available qualified workers for that particular job, in which we will select a worker from that list, and then the treatment action will update the worker management. This is the worker that we've chosen. The worker management will then update itself to indicate that that worker is being used at that time and not available. And then that system will update, send an alert to the worker saying, you know, this is when you're working, where you're working, and then it will return ultimately a booking confirmation to the area coordinator for confirmation.
Awesome. That about sums up our presentation. So thanks for listening, guys. Is there any questions? Is there any questions?
Please feel free to ask questions.
Or not? We're happy with that too.
No questions.